Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement. Thank you for joining me. Today, I have some great tips for you when buying a used cell phone. I love to buy used cell phones. I just got a brand new to me, LG V40. Actually, I'm using it right now to record this video. But there are a couple pitfalls to buying used cell phones, and I will share with you two lessons I've learned over the years in buying used cell phones. Number one, always buy a used cell phone, or I should say, you may benefit from, or you may be better off buying a used cell phone that was originally manufactured for your carrier. And what I mean by that is if you use, let's say, AT&T like I do, and you're going to buy a used cell phone, go ahead and buy a phone that was originally manufactured to be used on the AT&T network. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the lesson that I learned the hard way. These cell phones need to be updated with new software from time to time. If you buy a quote unquote unlocked phone and you get it and it was not originally an AT&T phone, it makes it very difficult, basically, to get software upgrades. Almost impossible, and I'll explain to you why. I had a LG G7 that I bought that was unlocked, so I thought, oh great, I'll be able to use this phone on AT&T. It worked on the GSM network, and it did. It worked great. The only problem was I couldn't get software upgrades because originally it was manufactured for Sprint. So when I went through AT&T on the phone and pressed update software, it would say everything's as up to date as it can possibly be. And I was stuck on like a much earlier version of Android. So I then plugged it into my computer and went through the LG website and this tool they have and blah, blah, blah. And that wouldn't work either. So I called LG, and LG said, well, that phone was originally made for Sprint, so you need to talk to AT&T. And then I talked to AT&T, and they said, well, no, you need to talk to LG. And then I talked to LG, and LG said, no, you need to talk to Sprint. And I'm like, well, I don't have an account with Sprint. So it wound up the only way that I could update Android was to use that phone on the Sprint network, which I didn't want to do because we have AT&T right now, and I didn't want to switch. I think there's another way you can do it. It's called flashing, but you got to be a real tech guru to flash new versions of the software onto the phone, and there's a risk that you can screw your phone up when you do it. So that's the big lesson. If you're going to buy a used phone, and I highly recommend used phones, you want to get one that was originally manufactured for your carrier. Don't learn the lesson that I had to learn the hard way. The phone was great, especially for somebody that's on Sprint or maybe somebody who's a real tech guru who could flash the upgrade on there, whatever. But for me, it just wasn't worth it. The second tip that I have is make sure you buy the phone from a reputable source. To me, most recently, the most reputable source that I've found is Amazon Renewed. They have I think it's a 60-day guarantee on the phone. I actually had another LG phone that I bought from Amazon Renewed, and when I got it, it had it has kind of a scratch on the screen, so I just shipped it back, no questions asked. They sent me another phone, and the one I have now, it's like brand new. So make sure you're buying from a reputable source. I've had good and bad experiences with eBay. If you are going to buy a used phone on eBay, make sure you check the ratings of the seller. I'd recommend they have a lot of ratings, and I'd recommend that they're really high. So anyway, I hope this video was useful to someone and maybe saved them the headache that I had in trying to understand why my phone wouldn't update. And everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching.